I don't want you guys to know about God. I want you to know Him, to know His presence when it shows up, the glimmers that show up all over the place. Like yesterday, looking at this picture that I shared on Facebook with my son, Emmy. And it had the caption, "Do everything for the glory of God." And so I have this little book on my desk. And I said, "God, I need some presence, some glimmer of your presence today." And I opened it up. And can you believe it was about this author who said that? Like, we should just glorify God in everything that we do. And nobody can tell me that was just some regular coincidence that I'm here looking at this picture with my son. Do everything for the glory of God. And 5 minutes later, I opened this book and it just talked about the exact same thing, glorifying God in every which way we can. And that was God revealing a glimmer of His presence with me, guys. And let me tell you, I'm holding on to these glimmers of His presence just to know I'm not walking through life alone, guys. I got up today to run to, I have 2 God trees now, so depending on the time that I have a closer one and a further one. So I went to the close one today, and I got there exactly at 5:55. So I went to page 5 and I went to page 55, and both pages were just specific messages to me from God. Like that verse from Psalm 46:10, to be still. And what was my lesson yesterday? To let go. Stop holding on to situations and thinking that they're going to be handled by my strength. God saying, no, they will be handled by my strength, my sweetie. And so for that to show up, let go, be still, and know that I am God. It was just His way, again, of revealing His presence. And those specific words, by my strength, these things will be handled. So we don't have to go through life alone, guys. We got God with us. The joy of the Lord is our strength when we can know. And we can take all the heavy burdens and say, God, here, these burdens are for you. You handle them. You handle them in the spiritual realm, God. These are too much for me. And we can just show up as our joyful selves, peaceful, knowing that God Himself is with us. But it takes us making that commitment to get to know Him better, guys. See me, don't play now. I'm back running because that's just my time to strategize with God, to say, God, here's what's going on in my life. What should I do here? What should I do here? And He will pinpoint exactly what He would have me to do, guys. So I need you here with me, learning God's voice. What is it that He would have us to do? Okay, because this life is rough to handle on our own. But once we know that we have God, that gives us the peace we cannot buy, as we show up, give our best, doing everything for His glory, and know that He's behind the scenes of our lives. Like my second mommy told me, trust in Him with all of my heart, not leaning on my own understanding, but just acknowledging God in all my ways. Okay, God, what do we do here? What do we do here? Do that. Taking life one day at a time, doing our best, even one moment at a time, guys. Doing our best and trusting that our Papa God has our back. And He's faithful to us. Just walk with Him all day, every day. Pray without ceasing. Okay, God, we're here. What do we do? God, what do we say here? God, where do we go here? Okay? And just walking with Him. Tapping into all these glimmers of His presence that will show up just to remind us that we're not going through life alone. God Himself is walking with us.